What is going on, everybody? I'm Tom.
And I'm Pat.
We're best friends, and you're listening to the Reminiscent Podcast. All right, so we are in Asheville. Pat is in the room with me.
Yes.
He is. This is the week that my son was born. And at the time of recording, we're still like 2 months away, but we're like backlogging.
We stopped like saying when we bank stuff, even though it's probably somewhat obvious to people who listen closely. But we figured we'd give Tom an understandable week off for the birth of his baby boy. So, with all that said, we are saving a fun one for you, one that we thought we could knock out and maybe get a little silly with. But keep in mind, if this goes, it's going to start off the rails. I'm not even sure there's rails, but keep in mind we're having a good time, and we're doing the 2005 Emo Madness Tournament. This is a fan request. This is the first time we've done a tournament. Tom, are you nervous?
Yeah, I had to ask how a bracket even works, first of all.
Yeah.
So
we do snake drafts, brackets. Yeah. You're going to be a regular old bro by the time this show's finished, dude.
Got to get my my boat shoes out. I got to order some.
You start listening to Barstool.
The
fact that you even knew after thinking about it. The transformations are... No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Whatever. People.
So we did the 2005 draft, what would have been quite a few months ago at this point. And
I said Barstool like it's one podcast.
It's like a whole network, right?
It shows how much I actually am familiar with.
So we randomized... Was it like everything that we picked and a bunch of honorable mentions, put them in a bracket, and we're trying to find...
Yeah, these were aided significantly by, we only pick a certain number of, our Mixtape drafts and then some honorable mentions. But Twitter, this basically what I'm trying to say is people who listen to the show helped us out a lot on Twitter with their suggestions. And then there were 4 write-in slots because we were short, but it's been randomized. Some of the mashups are criminally unfair. There are regions of the bracket that are just can't be explained. And some songs are just going to walk to the final 4. But we're here, we're doing it, we're having a good time. The spirits are high. The amount of sleep is low because Tom is a pop-pop now.
A pop-pop. Oh, God. Current me can't even fathom what future me is going to be going through. But
hopefully you thank us for doing this. So you,
right.
Like, hey,
it's going to be a nightmare, so I hope it's worth it.
Hey, honey, I have to record the Emo Madness bracket for 2005. Anyway,
okay.
Yes. Hopefully this can alleviate some of that. So, without further ado, you want to just start in the north? Do you have any memories from that episode? Do you have any things you want to take back? Any surprises? Like this was the year where there was a lot going on.
Well, you were like, did we even pick anything from All You Know Is Falling? And I got super worried that we didn't pick. I don't remember. Chris Lukey did talk mad shit for not picking anything off of Based on a True Story by the Starting Line. I said that I didn't know that album very well.
Or Move Along. We missed a lot.
Yeah. I wish I put Surprise Surprise on there because I've been listening to that song for like nothing but that for like a month straight. That's the one big regret. What about you?
I think every time we talk about All American Rejects, I'm reminded by how absolutely worldwide huge they were. And the fact that we didn't pick a single, like they were deep in the honorable mentions. So that was some major disrespect. And we did not tag them on Instagram or Twitter this time to try to get them to, or last time to get them to retweet us, ask them for kisses after slapping them, as they put it the one time.
But also, them.
Oh, hey.
No, they're good.
You're going to turn the whole state of Oklahoma against us, my boy.
Okay, so what do we do? We start in the top left? Is that...
Yeah, let's start in the northwest top left. This is the...
Oh, wait, hold on. Are we each doing our own bracket, or are we trying to convince each other to pick our picks? Like,
I think we're leaving this episode with a winner, one way or another.
But like, we need to decide.
You thought we were just going to record an episode where we like
made our own brackets?
Very fair, like, oh, good pick. I would have gone in this direction. No, I think this is the point. Will be to crown a winner, I think.
Oh, God.
It's not called like Emo Friendliness. It's Emo Madness.
Okay.
Which is not affiliated with any basketball tournaments that take place in...
They copied us.
You're like, wow, yeah, did you see that like bad Paint, MS Paint bracket by that emo podcast? Okay. I think they called it like Madness or something. Hey, I think we're on to something here. Okay, yeah, let's just start at the top. The first matchup in the northwest corner here is Pressure, which was a number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Versus All 'Cause of You by the 88. And now I'm not going to sit here and say that I All 'Cause of You is a great song. I love it so much. I wouldn't claim to know a ton about the 88. They're just kind of around community theme song. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's the 88.
That's the 88. So,
I was going to say, I've never even heard of this band before.
Yeah, even if you don't so you obviously know that big fan of Community and everything like that. All 'Cause of You is a great song, but this is gonna take forever if we think about whether or not Pressure wins this one. So I think we're just gonna
pressure.
Yeah, there's not a lot of pressure on this one.
Oh, hey, there you go. How about this next one?
Every pick is gonna have a pun, so just tune out now if you're already getting tired. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
All right, so Pressure advances. Next up, we have Bay Network by Norma Jean or Best of You by Foo Fighters.
There's going to be more than one example in this bracket of songs that were released in 2005, either mentioned in our honorable mentions or mentioned by followers on Twitter, that may or may not be in the genre that we talk about on the show. And you talk about that a lot, like whether or not it's within the genre. So does Norma win because it's closer than Foo to what we do?
I like the song Bay Network. I love the song Bay Network. I would say I would pick it because I like it more, but also I'll hear your argument that it's more in the genre.
Sure. I am going to need wins later that I'm going to dig in way harder on than Best of You by the Foo Fighters, which is a fine song.
Okay.
So let's let Norma lose to Pressure because I am conceding nothing by letting that happen.
Okay.
Because we could just pencil Pressure by Paramore if I know you at all.
All the way to the end.
Normal wins to lose. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, when Pressure is in like this part of the bracket, nothing else matters, really.
This is already exhausting. Friendly Competition Pod tweeted us after we tweeted this out to help us randomize everything. And they do a bracket every week for the show, which I think is like Herculean amount of it. Like,
God,
major kudos, for them reaching out and being super cool about like helping us with the formatting for all of this. But also, yeah, they must like be on thin ice friendship wise. It's going to be tough. Okay, next matchup, Middle of Nowhere, Hot Hot Heat versus Over My Head by The Fray. Another genre dispute.
Ooh.
But also, let's just like sink into this for a moment. Like this, we haven't talked about The Fray. We haven't talked about OAR. We haven't talked about Switchfoot a lot on the show. Some of these bands that like eventually I'm sure we'll get to. Soft, alt, rocky. Where are we at? We've mentioned this song, but the A Day to Remember cover.
I was gonna say, can we pick the cover? Well, I don't know Hot Hot Heat at all. Like, not even a little.
Yeah.
So, by default,
for me, it reminds
I would
me
pick
of.
The Fray.
I hate to make you bleed. I don't know why, because I don't even think she is associated. But it's like a hookah smoking session in that person's garage that I never got invited to. And maybe I associate this song with that group because I was listening to it instead of being at what I assume was a very nice time.
It sounds like my entire high school career. All my friends were out doing something else.
Not that it like happened a lot or whatever. I was like invited to a ton of shit. No, but anyway, I'm gonna dig in here and say that based on how little we've talked about Hot Hot Heat, I needed to get a little buzz on the show.
All right, I'll give it to you.
We could just like right wrongs. We could use the tournament because it's going to lose to Pressure too. So let's just right some wrongs while we're out here. Sorry to The Fray and Switchfoot by proxy.
Okay.
And OAR by proxy. And tweet at the show at _reminiscentfm if you would like us to do an episode on any of those three bands, because at some point it's probably just going to happen. Collision Course.
I don't know any of those bands.
Bayside, Devotion and Desire.
Yeah. Over This Year by the Mountain Goats.
Yeah, I'm going to say there's in my honorable mentions, I put in the Mountain Goats and the Hold Steady. But also like there was this fine line when you try to fill out a 64 team bracket where do we do a third, fourth, and fifth Cork Tree song or a third, fourth, and fifth Paramore song?
Right.
So like some of these bands are just representing what our honorable mentions were. I'm willing to put Bayside ahead because
totally.
I know you You used to like almost travel to shows with our English teacher in high school. He was like, why didn't you guys tell me about Bayside? He was like, I don't even think he was trying to be cool. He would just be like very into Bayside randomly and just be like, he wasn't trying to like relate to kids. He was just like, guys, what the hell, man? Like, tell me about Bayside.
Oh, man.
Were you from like, was the allure of the band that it was a Saved by the Bell thing, or was it just like they were just a good...
Oh my God, I never got that.
Well, that's what I assumed it was.
Interesting.
But maybe I'm overcompensating for not having cable. I'm like, right? Saved by the Bell. But like everybody I knew never brought up Saved by the Bell. I'm like, maybe it's not. Like, I don't know.
I've never thought about that. No, I didn't listen to Bayside a ton. I just didn't. So it's not like a huge pick of mine. I just don't really know that.
I thought you would have loved them. Okay, so I associate you with Bayside a lot, actually.
No, I don't really know them that much.
Okay, well, let's keep it moving. So this was the first randomized write-in win. E-Pro by Beck moves along, and some of these like non-genres things will get weeded out once we get to the Sweet 16 or Final Four and things like that, I'm sure. An interesting one here, Landed by Ben Folds versus Welcome Home by Coheed.
I'm going to have to go Welcome Home.
Yeah, I think... Welcome Home, we picked it in the draft itself. I think I opened with that because I didn't pick second or third. I picked first. I was like, great song to start a mixtape. The energy. It's like, I am not a metal person, but whenever I listen to Coheed, I feel better than I am. I'm like, I am, this person now. Like, turns out I'm a metal person. I think
for the next 4.5 minutes.
Exactly. I've told this story on the show where I was at a music festival in Cincinnati and just threw up the horns because other people were done. I'm like, I'm here. Like, I know this. It was the 8-minute version of In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth. Technically, I guess track 2 off of that album, namesake album. But just fully into it. Like, yeah, Jack Black was right. You can't kill the metal. And I know because I listened to it. Anyway, and this riff is sick, or whatever you guys think it is. Anyway, okay. Let's just weed some of this stuff out. Chicago by Sufjan Stevens. I think some of these honorable mentions just to highlight how crazy 05 was. Like, it was deep. Woman by Wolf Mother. Let's put Woman, It'll Lose to one of the ones further down in the bracket because I know Tom doesn't care about this, so let's just speed by. Also, that was back in the times when we thought Sufjan might actually do all 50 states. Simpler times for sure. Mercy Me by Alkaline versus Dance Dance to finish off this quadrant of the bracket.
I've never listened to Alkaline Trio. I've definitely tried to visit some songs. I don't love Matt Skiba's voice.
So my whole life I've been waiting for people to be like, yeah, Help Me is my favorite song of this. I'm like, mine too. Because it's the only song of theirs I'm like intimately familiar with. You just kind of get lucky sometimes. Like Haunted by Pierce the Veil's King for a Day, because everyone's like, my only experience of that band is really just like being very, very familiar with that music video and song. But it's like that for me with Help Me by Alkaline Trio. But I think
Dance has to make
no one had like this Alkaline song in the Sweet 16 when they did it on Twitter. Like, thanks to those of you who like participated in everything. So I don't think we're losing any fans by doing that. Okay. So let's keep on moving. This is a new quadrant here. The other number 1 seed, Sugar We're Going Down Swinging versus So Contagious, Acceptance.
Sugar We're Going Down.
Yeah. Let's just,
right?
let's just
absolutely it has to.
I wonder what percentage of people listening to this were just like, wait a minute.
Probably
and if you
0.
are, why are you still listening to the show based on how much, well, no, actually, but you should continue to listen to it always, pretty much forever in perpetuity. But, and thanks for being here. But in case you are just joining us for this episode, we enjoy the band Fall Out Boy. Okay, this is an interesting one. You want to read off what we got going here, because might be our first major controversy. The rest was like, oh yeah, honorable mentions from the draft, how cute. But this is like, it's turn up the heat.
We've got All Near Rides Beware by Chiodos and The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars. And
walk me through this, Tom.
I fucking love this Chiodo song. Like, it is so good. And I don't think I heard The Kill until like 3 weeks ago. So I have no experience with it.
I've been asking Tom to do the Kill music video episode for years, plural.
And we just watched the music video together about 15 minutes ago. And it's fucking wild.
Yeah. It's like, so Jared Leto. There you go. Anyway. So one of our listeners, Steve, when he filled out his bracket, had The Kill winning, if I'm not mistaken, if not making the Final Four. So I am going to sit here and I don't know, do I like owe it to the listeners to fight you hard on this? Both of us are going to have it, whatever wins here, lose to Sugar Going Down. But there were enough Twitter followers that had it beating Sugar Going Down in the next round.
Oh my God.
To, well, you referenced...
Where were you people even listening to this song?
The significance of the kill is as follows. What's the name of the gentleman who does the Felt Emo Might Delete videos?
Oh, I don't know his name.
Cutshall?
Something.
Let's keep guessing for a while. No, but when we were watching the music video for The Kill, it seems like every video he does, intentionally or not, is a rip of Jared Leto's emo phase.
Yeah, it looks a lot like it.
You said he was like a mix of who again?
Oh, I thought it looked a lot like if Brendan Urie and oh my God, everyone's gonna kill me. The singer of My Chemical Romance. Oh God, that's so embarrassing. What's his name?
I'm not helping you. I'm just gonna sit here.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna bathe in this moment.
Oh, this is awful.
Everyone who questioned our fandom of MCR during the set list draft like
for
2 years ago, they're like,
no, this is so much more damning.
I know. It's one thing not to be like intimately familiar with the lyrics to no, but
Gerard Way.
Yeah,
oh my God.
I'm just like with a knife and a fork chewing bite by bite this tasty moment.
Oh, they're gonna kick me off the show. That's bad.
My own show. That's the thing. Once it goes public,
how can you kick me out of what is mine?
Okay.
That hurt my ears.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, mine too, actually.
Oh my God.
The post show is the coughs that we're working through throughout this. Okay. So I think the reason I brought that up was you just named a bunch of people that are like very like define what we do on the show, what the 2000s are. Did, whether we like it or not, Larry Jetto play a huge role?
Larry David.
Exactly. Derry David. Play a bigger role than we think. Was it better than everyone wants to give him credit for? Is he a better actor and artist than people give him credit for? There's like a whole wormhole we can go down.
All right, here's the thing.
Yeah, sure.
I think there's probably hard evidence that 30 Seconds to Mars is a bigger band than Chiodos.
This is growth. You're going to be a dad, Dave.
If we're looking at objective qualities here, I'll give it to you.
This is like the wisdom of Solomon. I feel like you're going to threaten to cut a baby in half and just put me in my place with logic. Like, I want to go to bed on time hearing you talk like that. I feel very inspired right now.
Oh, God.
I'm not, yeah, I mean that. This is a special time. I'm just realizing why we're banking this episode and I might tear up a little bit. All right. Okay, so let's just put Chiodos. We'll do a 30 Seconds to Mars episode someday and talk through. We'll work through our gripes with Larry Jetto.
And there's that fatherly
which is zero.
reverse
There are
psychology.
no gripes. I don't know him. I don't know. I just like oh yeah. Oh, I heard he was in Fight Club. Like that's pretty much the extent of it for me. I think we're on this region's.
Wait, so you're giving me Chiodos? Even though I gave you Leto?
You're giving it to me? I mean,
I was saying I'll give it to you.
Oh, okay. Cases were made, and we'll talk about it on another time. Someday we'll talk about The Kill because it is actually a fascinating music video. Pretty bizarre. Okay. The next one that the computer gave a buy was Crooked Teeth by Death Cab for Cutie, which great Death Cab album. 2005 continues to be deep and wild and crazy, and I would have picked it over pretty much anything in the field, maybe, but only because it's a personal Death Cab fave for me.
We just spent so long talking about Chiodos, knowing that Sugar We're Going Down was going to win the next round anyway, right?
We did. Yeah, I think heading into this, we knew mistakes were going to be made, but apparently there were Jared Leto thoughts that needed to come out in the wash. Sorry to Chiodos for not talking more about them when we had a chance. Sorry. It's kind of like the Matt Damon thing at the end of Jimmy Kimmel. Sorry, we ran out of time for Matt Damon. It's like, sorry, Chiodos, we'll get to you next week.
Wait, is that Matt Damon or Paul Rudd?
It's Matt Damon there. The thing Paul Rudd does is
Paul
on
Rudd
Conan. He plays the McDonald's E.T. movie clip where the guy in the wheelchair falls off the cliff. And I guess Judd Apatow, for one of the movies they were doing, whether it was This Is 40 or whatever, was like, you have to actually play a cliff in the movie. He's like, he went to bat for his bit that's been going for 20 years. And no, and I guess Apatow let him do it because he thought it was funny. But respect.
Awesome.
Anyway, Catch My Disease versus Suspension by May.
Who does Catch My Disease?
Ben Lee, you bitch. Ben Lee.
Ben Lee?
The band's man.
I don't even know the
I'm
song
so mad at you for
Suspension by May, but I know May. I don't know Ben Lee.
You know May because our guitarist in our high school band misheard of that brand new lyric in Mixtape. And May! And he'd be like, dude, he's saying the band. No, he's saying me. That's why you know May.
No, Sam Cray got me listening to May.
Okay. Yeah, I'd hear a nod in the genre argument against Catch My Disease. I think this entered our portal because of honorable mentions. Okay. But also, I'm offended you aren't more familiar with Catch My Disease. It's so good.
I might know it.
It's like the feel-good song of the freaking century.
Whatever.
When I say this makes my top 25, maybe top 50, I will say for that song, top 15, hard stop.
Whoa.
It's terrific. Thick.
Well,
why short terrific? That's just...
Take it.
No, you take it.
Okay. Next up, the bottom of everything by B.E.
Bright Eyes.
Or Entombment of a Machine by Job for a Cowboy.
Can I say right now that this is the biggest range of music we have entered into our very well thought out, and can't really complain about anything in this bracket at all. But no, this is the most drastic difference in sound. Reading a really arduous magazine article as the airplane was crashing. Happy birthday, darling.
Okay, we
love you very, very much.
I'm gonna say Entombment of a Machine. It has to be,
sure,
right?
That's fine.
The song fucking rips, man.
I mean, I like my character on the show now is like hipster that defends people like Brad, but like I think like history would favor the take that Bottom of Everything is more important than this Job for a Cowboy song.
Yeah, right, dude.
Yeah, right, dude.
Anyway, also, I think what we realize here is that Job for a Cowboy needs to cover that Bright Eyes song. Especially, but do it in the scream voice, do that whole monologue at the beginning with the planes crashing and everything. I need to hear it. I need to hear it like yesterday. Here's a tough one. La La Lee, hit him in the knee. Rah Rah Ras, hit him in the other knee. No. Jack's Mannequin, La La Lee versus Not Now, Blink-182. I mean, it's not hard for us, but there's a lot of Andrew McMahon love in the Twitter feed. And I think we just need to acknowledge that because we might need to give McMahon a win later on in the tournament if we make him lose here to Not Now.
Yeah, we'll give him some love. I mean, he definitely deserves it, but Not Now is a killer song.
Yeah, I think we'll just pencil in Not Now and promise that there will be McMahon love later on.
Sounds good.
Feel Good Inc. versus Say Anything by Cartel. The computer's starting to with us a little bit here.
Because I'm going to say anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess there's an out of genre argument.
Or say anything else.
I mean, Feel Good Inc.'s got, like, at this point, we've done the baseline draft and everything Feel Good Inc. has brought up. We talk about the tattoo on your arm. We talk about the music video and the song and how it, like, is not the tattoo on your arm, but it looks like it.
Right.
But, yeah, I think in an eternal struggle to make up for our Chroma episode title, let's just keep pouring love onto Cartel because they have done so much for us. Let's just say, yeah, Cartel.
Okay,
moving
awesome.
on. Kind of a frisky bottom southwest part of the bracket play here. Cartel's coming on strong with another one here. King is Dead, Wilhelm Scream versus Dirty Little Secret, All American Rejects.
On the count of three?
Sure, 1, 2, 3. You're going to pick the Wilhelm Scream. Oh, surprising me, my boy. There it is. Oh, you said say it on 3 like we're going to say the same thing. I assumed we just disagree on everything, like as a part of like the act for the show. But it's like, no, yeah, Dirty Little Secret's a really good song.
There's no act for this show.
If we ever get sued in the courtroom, we'll be like, well, that was the pat that sticks up for like the Hulk Hogan porn trial with Gawker Media or whatever, where he's like, well, would you say this was you bragging about your penis in character or...
It's exactly like that.
It is so much like that. Okay. Okay, we're halfway through. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. And by pick up the pace...
Holy shit, we're halfway through. Okay, I Write Sins Not Tragedies or Truth About Heaven by Armor for Sleep. Easy. I Write Sins Not Tragedies.
Easy. Honest Mistake by The Bravery or Just the Girl by Click 5. This might be the toughest matchup in the whole damn thing.
Just the Girl.
You're fucking high, but I'll give it to you.
They
didn't even write the fucking song, man.
But you know who did.
You like it because of that reason.
Because it's Schlesinger.
I'm saying, like, the lack of bravery love that exists in your heart, just it gives me pause.
I hate this song.
Don't look at me then.
All right, more Cartel. Oh shit. Ooh, Runaway by Cartel or Bedroom Talk by The Starting Line.
You know who we
Yeah, at the time of recording, we just did the Bedroom Talk episode.
Yes.
Last week. So, I think I'm still going to go Runaway, though. But, like, barely. Barely.
Dude, the people who were mad that we left Starting Line out of the draft are going to be mad, man. Because it has a chance to advance past the second round as well, is what I'm saying. Like, so this is a pretty critical one. I wish Say Anything, and this was my say. Yeah, it's so good. It means so much to me. I hate this. I don't want to wrong it. Okay. I don't know. Let's break this down. Starting Line. We could talk about it more. Sure. When you tweet that, know that we know this. We notice. I'm going to tear your ass up like we just got married because you're all mine now. It's a song. We all know what it is, really. Is that them firing on all cylinders? Is it? And is Runaway by Cartel not exactly what you go to Cartel for? That Say Anything and on, like right. That 3-song run, or that the first 5 tracks on Chroma, if nothing else. I think you know our reasoning for picking Runaway here. But is Bedroom Talk, like, I'm honestly curious, if you are a Starting Line stan, is Bedroom Talk really like the one you go to bat for? And if it's so, that's totally understandable. But in this scenario, I think we're going to pick Runaway and then live to get the Twitter hate, which happens after most episodes, honestly. No, most episodes where we do a draft or a tournament or something like that. Okay. The Girls Are Straight Up Hustler by All Time Low or Feel Good Drag. Anne Berlin. We are going to get murdered for this one. I don't know why we worried about the last one.
Girls Are Straight Up Hustler.
Your words, not mine. I'm going to pencil it in and let Adrian flame you later. Anne Berlin, the Feel Good Drag, Anne Berlin, lack of discussion on the show is also a problem.
I don't know them either. I also don't know the singer of My Chemical Romance's names.
That's proven to be problematic. No, I think like Anne Berlin, you know, I worked at WRG for a summer there in Erie Gannon University's radio station. And there was like a pocket of songs that I became familiar with just from like working there and sitting through the 4-hour shift and like getting it familiar. Anne Berlin was never an album band for me, fairly or unfairly. Yes, Girls Are Straight Up Hustler is, I don't know. I think if I knocked Starting Line for Bedroom Talk not being them firing on all cylinders, are we really going to go to bat for the horniest band in the land, All Time Low, for this particular All Time Low song, for people who listen to this show who stand hard for Anne Berlin? I'm going to go to bat for Feel Good Drag here.
I don't know it.
This is the first hill I'm dying on. I'm just going to ask you for this one.
I'll give it to you.
Because I know you don't care that much about All Time Low. Like, no, ultimately, like I know you do, but
not that song specifically.
Right. Here's one to knock your socks off. Move Along by All American Rejects or Hey There Delilah.
That's up.
It's wrong. It's wrong to have that this has been done to us.
I think, this is messed up.
It's Delilah, but it's up.
I picked Hey There Delilah. Yeah.
Same.
Oh.
It was a MySpace craze, dude.
Yeah.
Move Along was huge, though. Like, how many times can we say that on the show? Like,
right.
I mean, I know All American Reject was huge, but Hey There Delilah was on like all the MySpaces.
Which, like, just yesterday, someone launched a MySpace clone called Hey Space or Space Hey or something, and I'm totally gonna make that my Space Hey profile. So.
There you go.
Okay, Perfect Situation by Weezer. I like how you stylized that. Or The Suffering by Coheed.
Can't keep down the wheeze. Let's do Coheed.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I love that song.
Okay, the write-in for this quadrant was I Predict a Riot by the Kaiser Chiefs, who opened up for Weezer and the Foo Fighters when I saw them in Cleveland at my first concert ever. It was awesome. And maybe someday we'll do a UK month, but we don't really know what that looks like. We always say we're going to, hopefully by this point we will have seriously teased a 99 month, and then the pop month at some point, and then UK month at some point, because I think the theme months are very interesting and intriguing and would help kind of expand what we talk about to try to have fun with what you guys want to hear, things like that, which is what the point of what this was. Anyway, yeah, something to be said for doing some of those UK acts there. I'll Follow You Into the Dark, Death Cab, Approach the Bench, The Audition.
I'll Fall Into the Dark.
Yup.
I wonder how many people who listen to the show knew of The Audition, because they had a song called Edinburgh. You hear us talk about the Edinburgh Hangout a lot.
Yeah, that was huge for us to know that. Like, we're like, The Audition rules.
Right. Like,
or were they just like Great Lakes famous because they were from Chicago or something?
Well, I don't know, but like they were hella famous in Erie, like just very specifically famous in Erie. And so maybe we think they were like this huge band, but just Erie showed up for them. I don't know, but they named one of their songs
Did we think they were big, or was like our main music Sherpa, Hannah, just shoving the audition? You know what I mean?
I was so she had this like audition tote bag, and I always like hated when she wore it.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Okay.
The name of the game. Okay, we're in the last quadrant here, or the last bracket here, the southeast portion. Everything is All Right by Motion City Soundtrack versus Don't Tread on Me by 311.
I'm going to go 311.
You can.
No, I'm just kidding.
Right off. You had me for a split second. I was like, don't you even dare.
Everything is all right.
Yeah, of course. Actually, underwhelming music video. Like, it starts off strong, but it's like, I've always tried to figure out a way to do a episode on that music video, and someday we might, but it's kind of like, is there enough here? I'm not sure. They're not that great of a music video band, unfortunately. Motion City Soundtrack. It is unfortunate. Because, we know the name of the lead singer and everything. Mostly. 2 of the 3. Okay. Justin Courtney. The only difference between Martyrdom, I didn't write out the full name of the songs. I'm trying to remember it on the fly. I just wrote Martyrdom P ! So this is the Panic at the Disco song. The only difference between Suicide and press coverage is Martyrdom. But I mixed. Just kidding. Okay, versus Geeks Get the Girl by American Hi-Fi, which is a tricky. It's not that hard, really. But is it?
I'm sorry, Chris. I got to go.
Is he a Hi-Fi fan?
He always wants us to talk about this song specifically.
Dude, okay. So we should have done the music video for Two Stone Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Flavor of the Week. We should have done that. We will do that. Like, to Chris as a gift for not picking Geeks Get the Girl over Martyrdom here, because that Fever You Can't Sweat Out. Fever You Can't Sweat Out is one of the reasons. Fueled by Robin's whole business model is 2005 happening. So I like the fact that we even had to do a follow-up to the original episode is the fact that albums like Fever You Can't Sweat Out even came out at all. So I'm going to give it the win, but we should talk about American Hi-Fi more. I agree. Geeks Get the Girl. I remember Mr. D, our 8th grade music teacher. We would always have dance-offs with him and stuff because Napoleon Dynamite came out. Everyone was in a...
History teacher.
What did I say?
Music.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, history teacher. 8th grade history. And Napoleon Dynamite had just come out. It was more innocent time. Like we said, Sufjan was still writing 50 albums for about 50. So no, but he'd be like, I heard the song on the radio, Geeks Get the Girl. That's kind of... So that, he's just like trying to connect, but like too hard that morning. It was just like, no, like it's a song. Like, you kind of knowing the lyrics and remembering you heard it on the radio is like, let's do a dance off instead. You were killing it with the dance offs. You don't have to remember all the lyrics to Geeks Get the Girl by All American Hi-Fi. Not All American Hi-Fi, American Hi-Fi. I used to get those bands mixed up all the time until I paid any attention at all and realized that they're drastically different. Okay. Everglow by May versus Mixtape by Jack's Mannequin.
I went Mixtape, but that's
fine.
That's hard. That's
I didn't have it getting out of the second round either of those songs.
Yeah,
because I picked Here It Goes Again by over. So Little Hood Red Friend is one of my favorite top.
Who is that?
Hold Steady. It was one of my honorable mentions. It's in the computer because of our honorable mentions for the show. And again, that's why I think when we made the bracket with 4 write-in slots, they became buys for this episode for the sake of time. But you could have inserted whatever song that you thought we left out. But also for the sake of the 64, we included all of your suggestions anyhow. So anyway, this is an out-of-genre pick here by the Hold Steady, Little Hood Rat Friend. Again, this is one of those things that I wanted to mention in the honorable mentions because when we first did this, because it was like, okay, yes, in genre, still a crazy year. Out of genre, Sufjan, Hold Steady, Beck. It's just like 2005. Everyone like who I guess was in college in the 90s got to be like, 99 was the best movie year ever. And they might be right, but I think we legitimately have a chance to be like, 2005 was a very insanely important and crazy year for music. And we're not even touching all the other genres that popped off that year. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we're still being very specific by saying, well, Hold Steady kind of counts. Anyway, so they lose to Here It Goes Again by OK Go. I'm counting it because it's alt-rocky enough to belong here, I think. And the music video is so fucking good, man. We got to do an episode on that. It was like the first YouTube, like, okay, Hannah's friend Marie had a Homestar Runner bag, and she was in yearbook with me. And she used to play, her and Hannah were on the same wavelength, that sort of thing. She's like, you got to see this. And it was like the first time someone felt they needed to show me a video. And like the three I saw immediately after that were Gonads and Strife with that little squirrel on E-Bomb's World and 55 and shit like that. Anyway, she showed me the OK Go music video. It was exhilaratingly creative. And, they're ice skating on the treadmills going this way and that. It's just terrific. So I'm going to push it ahead past Mixtape by Jack's Mannequin. And this puts you in the precarious position of having to defend Jack's Mannequin. For everyone who listens to the show, talk me out of this.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
On a very special episode. You'll have to wait till next week.
So Honestly moves on.
Yeah, they get the bye for this particular portion of the bracket. So I love Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo, Dark Blue, Jack's Mannequin. This is where Dark Blue, Jack Man, like we can't stop apologizing to people. Dark Blue moves on.
Yeah.
So that's the one we promised from earlier. In the interest of time, if you listen to the show, you know why I love Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo. I Brazilian wax poetic so pathetically, but I don't want to be around the bush. Okay, Hold Me Down beats Ocean Size by Goldfinger to me.
Yeah,
Hold Me Down by Motion City. That is.
Yep.
Two tough Motion City songs that for me end up facing off to make it to the Final Four if I had my say. But that's what you would think if you didn't see this last matchup from this part of the bracket, which is Slow Down by the Academias versus Smile in Your Sleep by Silverstein.
Sorry, Melissa. I'm going to go Slow Down, but I don't feel passionately about either. All right, you know the routine. Let me break in here to thank our top tier Patreon supporters, our Council of Elders. In this group, we have Andre Provost, Johnny Leftwich, Jason Carey, Anonymous, Chris Lukey, JW Johnson, and Nathan Eshelman. Thank you all so much for supporting the show. Y'all are seeing some sneak peeks of the super secret project that is rolling out, and you are all directly contributing to all of these cool things that we're doing with the show. So thank you all so much. Thank you to everyone who's in our Patreon. If you'd like to check it out, you can head to patreon.com/reminiscent to see the 3 tiers that we offer, all the bonuses, all the perks, all the post shows, behind the scenes photos and videos, monthly video AMAs, all that kind of stuff. Again, patreon.com/reminiscent. Again, thank you to everyone who supports. It truly means the world to us. And thank you to anyone who listens to the show. We really appreciate you. And back to the 2005 Emo Madness Tournament.
Let's work backwards through it so it's fresh. Slow Down or Hold Me Down?
Hold Me Down.
I think you're right. It's tough. Slow Down, because there are also crazy, almost here, almost there, Academy Is fans that listen to the show, like hardcore. But Hold Me, even if I try to stick up for it, I'm lying to myself. So yeah, sorry. We're gonna pick it because I don't think it wins anyway. But this is like the continental divide of the bracket. They're like, these guys are f***ed. Okay, Blue or Honestly?
Honestly. Right?
I'm gonna go Dark Blue. We need to,
dude. No,
there's too many. You're a sinner, and you're dragging me down to hell with you. We can't be doing this many crimes against music.
No,
we just gave Cartel moved on to the second round 3 times. We didn't even put a second Paramore. So it's a flawed exercise to begin with. I'm putting Blue through. I'm sorry. All right, Honestly, it's not going to win, man.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
Honestly couldn't win, but Blue could win.
Honestly was in my top 4.
Your top 4 was Pressure and 3 Cartel songs.
It almost was.
I'm putting Blue through on principle.
All right, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
Mixtape by Jack's Mannequin or OK Go. I have OK Go here.
Oh, I had Mixtape, but
so we gave Jack's Mannequin respect in different spots.
Sure,
but so let's just call that a wash because they lose to the Motion City soundtrack songs we're going to play.
Okay. Absolutely.
Everything Is All Right versus Suicide Martyrdom. Press coverage.
Everything Is All Right.
In that order.
Right.
Everything.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's finish out this bracket.
We should upload because I don't think you saw my bracket and I didn't see yours. So we're trying to get this.
Yeah.
We'll upload photos of what each of us.
Everything Is All Right moves on
yes.
past OK Go.
Yes.
And Blue versus Hold Me Down I'm going to say blue.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Dark Blue by Jack's Mannequin, Over Hold Me Down to make it into the Elite Eight.
Oh, you're already moving on.
Yeah, let's finish out the quadrants as we go back through.
Oh, God. Sorry, I didn't know where we were.
Yeah.
So 8. I'm trying to learn how to read a bracket right now.
So we're moving through. Everything is all right. Is coming in hot.
Yes.
And now we're at blue. I'm gonna have blue over Hold Me Down out of respect.
We're
literally gonna put it up against another Motion City soundtrack song.
Okay. Well,
controversial enough to get a growl out of Tom, like a guttural, like, I don't know about this, guys.
Again, the one that I picked, honestly, which would have been in the final 4, which is what basketball would soon call it after they listen to our episode.
You're welcome, basketball.
I had honestly gone all the way. So whatever, everything is all right.
It's not even we are like apologizing to Cartel with every one of our actions,
but
for eternity.
I can't believe.
No, what I'm saying is like, so there's 2 other songs that are going to go.
Okay, whatever you say.
That's right. Welcome to the Macho Pod on Barstool Sports. Just kidding. Sorry, I'll stop referencing them on the show because I don't even know them. Okay, let's start here. I Write Sins Not Tragedies versus Just the Girl I'm Looking For by the Click 5. One of those
Wait,
songs.
Just the Girl went through?
You put it over Honest Mistake by The Bravery. I would have gladly put The Bravery.
We're back at the... Sorry,
yeah.
I'm having a hard time with the bracket.
Sorry, yeah.
No, I know, okay. Yes, I Write Sins Not Tragedies.
Cool, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I thought you hated The Bravery. You're like, no, I do. Okay.
I know. I just don't know The Bravery.
Okay,
I don't want to go on the air saying that I hate The Bravery.
He has, and he'll do it again. Runaway by Cartel versus Feel Good Drag.
Runaway.
Okay, yeah. If I'm going to go to bat for a Cartel song, it's going to be Runaway. It hits me hard in the feels. So we did months ago, we did an AMA on Patreon. Someone was like, what song reminds you of your hometown? Runaway takes me to a very specific place.
Where?
You'll never know.
Tell us. Or you're literally not going to.
No, someday. Delilah versus Coheed. What the hell words am I writing? Oh yeah, The Suffering versus Hey There Delilah.
That's hard. I picked Hey There Delilah.
I don't think it's that hard. Yeah,
okay,
Delilah was a whole ass mood.
We covered it at our second show, the Harbor Creek Battle of the Bands.
Zach did a pretty good job with it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I Predict a Riot by the Kaiser Chiefs versus I'll Follow You to the Dark. I'll Follow You to the Dark gets the win.
Absolutely.
This is a tough bracket because here's the final 4 in this one. I Write Sins, Runaway by Cartel, Hey There Delilah, and I'll Follow You into the Dark. Murderer's freaking row, right?
All right.
So I'll let you talk these 4 out because these are 4 that I know you're familiar with and are important to you. And this is because what comes out of this is important. Let's get it down to the Elite Eight. Just pick these 2 winners, then we'll move on.
So between I Write Sins Not Tragedies and Runaway by Cartel,
I chimed in.
I know. I picked it.
Yeah, it's gotta be, dude.
That's really hard, though.
Man. Yeah. Love you, Cartel. Okay, Hey There Delilah versus I'll Follow You into the Dark. Potentially, the 2 most important acoustic songs of the decade. You got to help me out here with that. That was a freaking blazing take. But definitely critical to the genre we cover on the show.
I picked I'll Fall Into the Dark.
I know you did.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I agree, I think. I don't know if I do. Delilah was so huge. It was monumental, man.
Pat.
I'll put Dark through just because I know.
We walked down the aisle at my wedding. So.
Here's the thing. Yeah, Dark wins.
But Hey There Delilah was objectively probably
the thing is, like,
blockbuster song over it.
The thing is, I Write Sins. This is the toughest bracket, I think, or the toughest quadrant of the bracket is I Write Sins, I'll Fall Into the Dark, or Hey There Delilah. Any of those could win.
Yeah.
So whoever wins this is, well, I don't know. But okay, let's keep moving. Okay, Southwest. Dirty Little Secret versus Say Anything by Cartel. I'm going to go Dirty Little Secret.
I'm going to go Say Anything. And
okay, you're going to have to stick it up because we've been talking about Cartel mostly, like 40% of this whole episode. We're talking about Cartel.
It's so good. It's such an awesome album opener off of their best album. And Dirty Little Secret, it's good, but I feel like Say Anything has a less, I guess, like predictable, I don't want to say generic and just shit talk All American Rejects. But okay, but also think of this. Our band, let's say the name again so no one forgets, 400 Par.
You just keep hammering it home, baby. We need the world to know.
We were so inspired by Cartel, and there were so many songs we wrote where the last chorus dropped into the halftime for like 4 bars. We probably wrote 4 or 5 songs in a row that was just straight ripping off Say Anything Else.
Just because when we weren't listening to Cartel, we wanted to be playing songs that sounded like Cartel songs because we were like, I love whatever this trick is.
So I'm going to say Anything Else because...
If I was dragging the starting line, like, is Bedroom Talk the starting line song you're really going to, like, dig into? Because that was a tough bracket there. I think if there was a Cartel song that was going to do it, for us, it would have been Runaway. I'm not sure Say Anything as a Cartel song does as much as what Dirty Little Secret does as a All American Rejects song. Does that make sense? Like,
it's probably my favorite Cartel song.
Whoa. Okay, so Runaway is for me, I think.
Oh, they're both so good. They're tied.
We can put Cartel. No, we actually have to figure this out. I think Dirty Little Secret deserves to move on.
Why? It's not even that great of a chorus. Don't yell it.
I make fun of fat people, but my mom is huge.
It's a good video. And don't get me wrong, I really, really like the All American Rejects.
You. One of the riffs of the decade of the genre we cover on the show.
No. You asked me if it was, and I just agreed with you. I didn't bring up the topic. It's different.
One of the most recognizable riffs in the decade over arguably one of the top 3 songs in Cartel's catalog. I need you to admit that Dirty Little Secret deserves to go through here because it can make a little run here because there's not a lot in its place until it gets the Sugar going down.
I mean, I had Say Anything Else making it into the top 8.
Yeah.
But...
And losing to How Far Into the Dark?
I think I did the bracket the wrong way at first. So
okay.
I don't know what it lost to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, Cartel moves through.
Thanks, Pat. I appreciate that.
Just in the interest of time, I don't know if you know that.
And we were like, this is going to be a 20-minute episode, and it's going so long. Okay.
Is it? Oh, sorry.
And now we have... Do you never look at the computer when you're recording?
I don't have that.
It's fine.
Okay, Job for a Cowboy or Not Now by Blank. I take
Not
it.
Now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't need to spend too much time on that one.
And then up next, we have Sugar We're Going Down versus...
No.
Oh, no, sorry. Wait.
Catch My Disease versus Crooked Teeth.
Yeah.
Which I'm only doing it for the sake of the genre because Catch My Disease freaking rules. No, but actually Crooked Teeth freaking rules. Okay. Sugar We're Going Down versus The Kill.
Anything. It's Sugar We're Going
versus
Down.
The Field. Yeah, I mean, this is where we disagree with those who have The Kill in the final 4 because we think Sugar We're Going Down is very good.
It's like the top... I'm going to go top 5 songs of all time.
So Sugar beats Teeth.
Yeah.
And in real life it does. Be sure to floss everybody. That was the worst thing that's ever happened on this show. Not Now or Say Anything Else by Cartel. This is the tombowl here.
Say Anything Else.
I mean,
this is though.
Both lose to Sugar, so we're good.
I can go either way. Are you going to go for Not Now?
I mean, Sugar wins to me in every version. Like there's no, there's very few simulations where Sugar doesn't make it out of this particular region.
Well, I would say Anything Else, losing to Sugar We're Going Down to be the top 4.
I would have had Dirty Little Secret over Not Now, losing to Sugar.
Interesting.
For the record, let the record show. Okay. Woman by Wolfmother losing to Dance Dance probably.
Yeah.
And probably Welcome Home beating E-Pro, but and beating Dance Dance. Let's entertain that for a moment.
Well, let's slow down here.
No, go faster.
Okay. Tweeted the show. Is this show better or worse when we're in person? I think it might be worse, but that's okay.
Happy birthday, Jasper.
All right. Where are we now? Welcome Home versus...
Okay, so this is Hot Heat, Middle of Nowhere versus Bayside's Devotion and Desire. I'm going to say Hot Heat because I know you don't care.
Whatever.
Sorry, Bayside. And Zach Morris. Sorry, Zach Morris. Pressure beats Hot Heat, though.
Yes.
Okay, Welcome Home versus Dance Dance. Music videos aside.
I really like Dance Dance.
Welcome Home is pretty like there's a depth to it, I think.
I didn't fill this in on my bracket because I couldn't make the decision. I'll give you Welcome Home.
Yeah.
Dance Dance is really good, and I have a lot of very strong memories attached to that song, but that's fine.
Pressure though,
because nothing matters.
Pressure comes out of this region. Let's lock in the final four. Pressure versus Presser by Paramore off of
All We Know Is Falling.
Sugar We're Going On Swinging off of From Under the Court by Fall Out Boy. And then, we have some unfinished business. I Write Sins, Not Tragedies versus I'll Fall Into the Dark. Tom's worst nightmare.
Into the dark.
I don't know if that's true, man. If the kill borderline represents the whole show, I Write Sins, Not Tragedies borderline represents the whole show. I know that you love I'll Fall Into the Dark, but you can't play that card for the whole time we do the show. It's going to come up.
But Pat, we walked down to this. Okay.
Yes, I'm aware, but
okay.
I know you low-key Googled string quartet versions of I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. No, I'm just kidding. But for pop punk kids, the quartet wedding song selection is pretty weak. It's I guess string covers of Blink songs are kind of repetitive and stupid. Okay.
Jason Tate, the founder of Absolute Punk, walked down the aisle to a string quartet version of All the Small Things. Nice. And I've never loved a man so much in my life. For the sake of the show, I'll give I Write Sins, Not Tragedies the win.
I think it belongs there. I also want to be making the right decision.
Sure. Well, whatever. For this, but
this is not easy. This is a freaking region that had Hey There Delilah, I'll Fall Into the Dark, and I Write Sins that could have come out of it.
This is Allen Iverson versus LeBron James here. Was that a good sports reference?
You're telling me, brother.
Those guys are good, right?
The thing is, you know them because they're famous, so
right?
Yes,
but I don't know which one's better.
Yes, I'm just glad you didn't say sports ball because it's I don't know, be aware of what's going on. You're allowed to know what basketball is. You know what I mean? Sorry, this is a rant I always go on. It's just sports ball. I think my only argument is let's just lose sports ball. You know what sports are, and it's okay.
Although on Sunday, my dad was like, what are you doing for Super Sunday? And first of all, I legitimately thought it was Tuesday that whole day. And then I had to Google what Super Sunday was because I didn't know the Super Bowl was happening.
Just from a days of the week standpoint, I was already very lost.
But I did have to Google Super Sunday. I did not know the Super Bowl was happening Sunday. Didn't know who was playing, but...
I actually played Star Wars Battlefront for a lot of that game because I didn't have much of a rooting interest. And a lot of people pulled their... This is going to be months dated at the time, but happy birthday, Jasper. We're doing this for a very specific, special reason. They had pulled their funding to help with COVID-19 relief, so it wasn't even about the commercials either. So the American cultural viewing experience was also weakened a little bit. Anyway.
Well, I watched the highlight reel because that...
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like sports. I'm not going to choose to put on the Super Bowl.
And let the record show, whenever I go on my sports ball rant, it's not directed at Tom at all. Tom would have been a state champion triple jumper had he put his mind to it. He's a springy boy. Okay, let's get back to the music, shall we? So this is where it got a little interesting. Everything Is All Right by Motion City Soundtrack versus Dark Blue by Jack's Mannequin.
Dark Blue made it all?
I think deservingly.
Everything Is All Right.
If you look at the Elite Eight, let's read the Elite Eight real quick
to
see if we feel good about it. Dark Blue, Jack's Mannequin, Everything Is All Right, I'll Fall Into the Dark, I Write Sins, Not Tragedies, Pressure by Paramore, Welcome Home by Coheed, Sugar We're Going On Swinging, and not Dirty Little Secret by All American Rejects, but instead Say Anything Else by Cartel. But a Cartel song making it makes the Elite Eight feel more complete. Yeah. I think that's a good Elite Eight.
I dig it.
Okay, so Dark Blue did make it because we have not covered Switchfoot in the fray, we're letting the soft khaki rock dudes shine a little bit. Okay. But Everything Is Alright obviously wins this matchup.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Final four. I Write Sins, Not Tragedies, or Everything Is Alright. Let's do it. Sins. Do it.
Yeah, Sins.
Do I feel good about it?
Okay.
I don't know, do I? I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of the show is this Final Four. So,
right.
Yeah, give me Sins. I mean, the chorus, the music video, we've done the music video on the show before. It's important.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Important enough to win. Okay. Pressure by Paramore or Sugar We're Going On a Swing by Fall Out Boy. Tom, walk me through your thought process here.
I feel like I'd rather end my own life than make this decision.
Which, honestly, genre-wise, that's like a spot on. No, sorry.
God.
Very on brand. Sorry.
This is.
Okay. Can I say something?
Yeah.
I know before we recorded, you were like, pressure's going to win anyway, so why even do this? When I said, is Bedroom Talk the starting line song, we go to bat for. On All We Know Is Falling, is Pressure the one we should have put in this position to carry the weight of what that album means to us?
On Paramore's entire discography, this is the song.
So we're establishing here that Pressure means that much to us, representing Paramore.
I know your pick is Emergency, right?
No, it's Pressure, I think, too.
Oh, it is?
I think.
I mean, okay, so...
I think Pressure is the Paramore song.
The first...
That or Only Exception. I'm kidding.
The first album I heard of Paramore was Riot. And then I went back and it was just like so beautiful that not only was there one album before it, it was one of the greatest albums I've ever heard. And Pressure, like, it's got the music video. She's wearing that like football...
Yeah, very, the Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh, yeah.
Tee, yeah.
And it was just like...
Which they're not from Pennsylvania.
When
we would know because we are. Just kidding. That was supposed to be funny. It wasn't. Okay. So Sugar We're Going Down, though, is
like one of my favorite songs ever. So this is what I'm struggling with is these are two like top 5, top 10 songs for me, but for different reasons. Like Pressure feels like...
Well, you said top 5, top 10. That means one's more important than the other.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But I think like Sugar We're Going Down is, oh my God, a better, more fun to listen to, but Pressure like carries more weight with it, I feel like.
Yes. Just keep going. Keep going.
I really don't know. I left this blank. I couldn't finish my bracket because of this.
What else? I mean, for 2005, Emo Madness. We're representing 2005 Emo Madness. With that in mind, I'm not sure if these go on to beat I Write Sins, Not Tragedies, honestly. But I'm not sure who wins the 2005 Emo Madness, the year of our ramen.
I feel like I just have to flip a coin. But I'm probably going to go with Pressure. And I hate even saying anything right now.
I'm going to go... Well, do either beat I Write Sins, Not Tragedies? The Dark Horse...
Yeah.
They both do?
Both of them do.
Oh, God.
All right, here's what we'll do. I've got 2 laser cut dice with marbles in the middle.
Are we calling this a final 3?
Final 3? Well...
Because I Write Sins, Not Tragedies, there's weight. No, we came here to do this. We can't
let the dice decide.
For 1 week, leave the dice alone. Sorry. That was like sitcom-y and stupid. Every joke I've made today feels awful. Sorry. Pressure versus Sugar We're Going On Swinging. Sugar We're Going On Swinging, man.
Okay. No, not okay in agreement. No. That was just an exasperated...
Oh, you're rolling for your own.
Here we go.
What were they cut with, Tom?
Freaking laser beams.
Is this for your own heart and soul?
Okay. Pick a number 1 or 2.
2.
Okay. Pressure is evens. It's a 6. We're going with pressure.
Emo Madness. Sure.
That's the
Sure.
Yeah.
If it was pop punk madness, I don't know. Yeah, and I guess Fall Out Boy started their band as kind of like a joke. Pressure. Also, somebody was tweeting a few weeks ago about some of those weird acoustic covers that Paramore does, like My Hero and I didn't even know they did Sunday Bloody Sunday. Haley's voice is just so it's terrific. It's
what
just
a fucking goddess.
Pressure.
I love her forever.
Okay. Forever. Roaring 20s with a W. Pressure versus I Write Sins Not Tragedies. It's got to be I Write Sins Not Tragedies, and I think we've done a good job.
Oh. You've got to be, dude.
Pressure barely. 2005 Emo Madness, the music video, the eyeliner. We robbed Jared Leto in round 1 to feed Brendan Urie the win.
Okay, here's what I'll say.
The fix was in.
Here's what I'll say. I'm not going to agree with you on your pick, but I will say culturally, the weight of I Write Sins Not Tragedies is probably greater to more people than Pressure. If I'm okay, you know what? I'll be a martyr.
Oh my God.
I'll lay down on this bed of nails or crown of thorns or whatever.
I'll lay on my dice.
My freaking laser beam dice. I will give you very begrudgingly.
Okay.
I Write Sins Not Tragedies for the sake of the genre, for the sake of the listeners.
God.
I can already hear them all clucking away
God.
on Twitter.
If anybody comes at us and says Feel Good Drag should have won the whole thing, I'm
So are we left with
After
I Write
all
Sins Not
that,
Tragedies?
yeah, I think that's a fair conclusion to come to. The year of the ramen, you know.
Well, we'll both upload our own drafts of what we would have picked.
Oh, I was filling mine out in real time.
Well, okay.
But you can still take a picture.
And the final one, we've already seen a couple of people's final ones, but I would love to, between Pressure or I Write Sins Not Tragedies, that's the big debate. So we'd love to hear from you at _reminiscent FM. And now we transition to the ASMR Patreon post show. That was grueling. I'm exhausted from that.
It's tough. I don't even want to do a post show.
Me neither. Well, let's give a song of the week, and then we'll get out of here.
Yep. Good thing I planned for it.
I recently found out that Knuckle put out an album last year called 2020, and the song Earthquake is super duper good. I feel like for the next maybe 6 weeks, I'll just be picking songs from that album 2020, but the song Earthquake by Knuckle.
Not to be a normie, but I don't know. I'm just going to pick another Phoebe Bridgers song. We've been doing that a lot, but I finally got around to like listening to Punisher a little more closely, and I Know the End, the track 11, the last track on that album. It's got some stuff to it, man. It's like, whoa, knocked me back a little bit. Special sauce for sure. So, yeah, that's my pick. Not new, not like groundbreaking or anything, but it's kind of nice to learn. We were talking recently about like being less familiar with late album stuff at this age, and fewer CDs to have to sit through and stuff with the internet and everything, kind of overstimulating everything. But it's kind of like, man, that ends with a bang, and it's like it's just, yeah. And he stands for my bop. Anyway, okay, bye everybody. Love you, Tom. This was excruciating.
Thank you all so much for listening. While I strongly disagree with the results of this tournament, I'm glad we came to some kind of an agreement and neither of us hated each other. We both still walk away friends. Hit us up on Twitter at _reminiscentfm and let us know what song you would pick to be the best song released in the year 2005. Thank you all so much. We'll talk to you next week. We love you all. Bye, everyone.